See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
We've heard Black Lives Matter, all lives matter. Well, cops' lives matter too. So why don't we just drop the qualifier and just say lives matter and take that to the bank? At this point, his only target was because he's wearing a uniform. It's unfortunate there are not many civilian occupations you can point to where you can be shot for the clothes you wear.
That was Sheriff Ron Hickman from Harris County, Texas, speaking about his slain deputy, Darren Goforth, who was shot 15 times in a brutal killing. It's something I talked about with Milwaukee County Sheriff David Clarke, only on Fox Business. There is a war on police going on right now in our communities, and I think you have some idea on where this war came from. Tell us, please.
Stuart, I'm through being diplomatic as our nation's finest are being gunned down in the streets. I said it last December after officers Ramos and Lou of the New York Police Department's finest were ambushed inside their vehicle. I'm disgusted that there's been no sense of urgency by the President of the United States over these cop killings. Look, he breathed life into this anti-cop sentiment, this cop hatred, and he stands by as it goes on. He went out and visited a federal prison, for heaven's sakes, federal prisoners, and as he pardoned 46 of them, I would like to think that he'd take just a moment of his time, get off the golf course for a day, and go visit a police station, attend a roll call, and encourage the men and women who go out and sacrifice every day and put their lives on the line to better their community. Look, this assault that happened in Houston is an assault on our standard of living and our American way of life. The law enforcement officer defends the rule of law. The rule of law is the bedrock of a democracy, and now that's under attack. I put in a call to Attorney General Loretta Lynch in July, Stuart, and asked to discuss with her this spike in cop killings across America. And she had an underling send back an email to me saying, thank you, but the Attorney General doesn't have time on her schedule to talk to you. That's the state of things right now, and that's why I said, as far as I'm concerned, the gloves are off, and it's now time to drive a stake through the heart of this anti-cop sentiment in America, this slime, and send these cop haters back into the sewers that they came from.
Okay, all good stuff, all good rhetoric, Sheriff, but how do you do that?
It's not rhetoric, Stuart.
Okay, but how do you drive the stake
Cops are dying in the
heart,
streets.
as you say it? How do you do this?
We need what we saw in Houston over the weekend, where 1,000 people gathered, where Deputy Danforth or Goforth was killed, and we need to take that kind of energy and start to have counter protests wherever these Black Lives, L-I-E-S, these Black Lives Matter movement and situations are held, and have counter protests, confront it, shout it down. That kind of ugliness and slime has no place in American culture or American society, and it's time to bury it.
One quick aside here. I understand the police force in Milwaukee, everybody, they're going to be equipped with body cameras. Is that accurate?
That's what the headline was, but that's not the problem here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The city is 300 officers short. I'm 150 deputies short. They won't give us the resources to go in and clean up the mess that these liberal politicians here have made. But now they want to put expenditure for body cameras. I'm not against body cameras. That's not the problem here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The criminal and failed liberal policies are the problem in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Are you considering at some point a run for political office?
I'm the sheriff of Milwaukee County. I was recently elected. I love being the sheriff. I love serving my community. This is about the American police officer, Stuart. This is not about me or my future ambitions.
We'd like to hear from you, Sheriff David Clarke. Thanks very much for joining us, sir, as always. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Yes, sir.